That's what killed me. It killed me because in my mind, I've made my mind that after that tournament, I'm done with the national team. That's going to be my last tournament or my last game in the national team because I believe I was aging and I believe I need energy to focus on my football club career because I know I've done a lot for the national team. So after that tournament, I've achieved everything that I want to achieve as a player, the World Cup. And let me focus with this few little energy that I have. Let me focus on my football club career. So that was the mind. And also, my contract was running out with Hearts.
Yes.
6 months in my contract. They were offering me a contract, but they want a pay cut.
Yes.
Because their budget has dropped. So they want me to take off. And I'm thinking, if I go to the World Cup, one game in the World Cup can raise my budget up again. So I was waiting to go to the World Cup and then make a better offer. I was dropped, came back, and that contract did not come again.
You were demoralized, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I was. At some point, my wife had to follow me everywhere in the house. When I moved from France, from France to Scotland, my wife had to follow me everywhere. I go upstairs, she's there. I want to go out.
Were you depressed or something?
Oh yeah. It took me time to go over it because I felt that's the last moment. At that moment, I felt, okay, it's over. With the World Cup, for me, it's over. Because the next 4 years will be 2014. 2014, I've retired already.
What did the coaches say? What explanation did the coaches say for dropping you?
For him, there's not tangible reason, but the only thing he said to me was, because my question to him was, what was the criteria you used to pick? Because you have to look at players who are playing regular, doing well in their clubs. And that time I was the key player in Arts. Talk about the qualifier, I was key player in the team.
Yeah.
But I know the coach maybe he took me out because of different reasons. But not talking about performance.
And what would have been that reason?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to find the answers. I'm still waiting to find someone that will come and tell me because of this you were dropped. Because looking at the squad that we have, 23, there's no way you tell me I cannot make into the 23-man squad. And he said, okay. The other thing that he said was, you remember there was a Nations Cup?
Yes.
Before?
The 2010 Nations Cup in Angola.
Angola. He said most of the senior players caused problems because they were not starting the game. And he is thinking, he has so much respect for me to be on the bench. So the best thing for me to be out of the squad.
But he took Steven.
He took Steven, yes, exactly.
So that's
the question.
That explanation cannot suffice.
That's the question.
What was your reaction when he told you were not going to be part of that squad?
I was disappointed. I was disappointed. And I quite remember the management were addressing me that, oh, there are more games. You know, the normal...
Yeah, more opportunities to come.
Yeah, more opportunities. I said, no, I'm not a small boy anymore. 2014, no way. 2014, no way.
Did you bang a door on them?
Yes, I did. I did. I was shattered. At that moment, I was like, I don't see myself doing anything else. Like, I don't know what was going on. And you know, when you talk about this situation, trust me, my walk to that meeting room, I could have died on the way. Because it was like 10 p.m. in the evening. That's when they called me a meeting. And automatically my mind was telling me, no, there is something wrong. I got in and I saw like a bunch of people there in the room.
Who was in the meeting?
Oh, I can remember about 4 or 5 of them. 4 or 5.
The coach?
The coach,
the FA president.
Former president Nyantichi, Fred Papu, and I think other 2, 3 guys in the room. And they told me, when they started saying...
Okay, let me share one interesting story with you. And this story, I got it from both Kwesi Nyantichi and Fred Papu. Apparently, they had all argued why you should be at the tournament. And Milo gave them the list and told them to take out the player they want to take out and replace you. And none of them could do it for him.
So what was his reason for not taking me? What was Milo's reason?
Okay,
That's what I want to ask.
Well, so I cannot speak for them.
Yeah.
But based on what they told me, because this is on record, based on what they told me, Milo had suggested that if you were going to play, you were going to play through the right.
Yeah.
And the only place he could find a place for you was in the middle. In the right, he said he had Nkum and John Pencil for the right.
Fullback.
Well,
right fullback
and then,
or right?
No. If you're going to play the right side.
Uh-huh. All those players, sorry to cut you, all those players you've mentioned, they are right fullbacks.
But
they are not wingers.
And even in the tournament, he used Nkum.
And you see what happened?
Maybe he needed someone who could cover up for John Pencil.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, you're a coach. So some of these things you can appreciate.
Come on. Right fullback and right winger are different things.
Okay, so
the quality that I have, that's what I've used to help him, Milo, to achieve a lot of games, to win a lot of games. It should come out clean and say, okay. Because
this explanation came from Fred Papo and
Milo should come out clean and tell Ghanaians that he want me to sign with his agent, and I did turn it down.
Milo asked you to sign for his agent and you refused?
Yes. From what you are telling me, that he gave the list to them, okay, to the management, said, okay, remove anyone from it and put me in. That shows that he had something against me. Because he offered me for his agent, and I turned it down.
Did you tell the FA this?
No.
Why?
No, I didn't.
Why did you not tell them?
I felt it's not necessary. It's between me and him. But for what you are telling me now, that he gave the list to the management and told them to take whoever they should take out. You can't tell me that 23-man squad you took to the tournament. I cannot fit into that system. No chance. No chance.
No, I'm quite surprised to hear this. So are you suggesting that most of the players that Milo accepted to go to the World Cup with them, some of them agreed to sign for his agent?
Most of them, especially the younger ones that made the team. If you go check the background, they signed with Milo's agent. Yes.
Most of those players signed.
Yeah.
Like how many?
Oh, a lot. Especially the younger ones that came through. Especially the younger ones.
Okay, because if you talk about the younger ones, I can talk of Nkum, I can talk of Jonathan Mensah, Andre Ayew, Dominic Adia.
Yes. All those boys, they were Milo's agent. I forget his name. I met them in Egypt. Myself, Milo, and him met them in Egypt. He was talking about Blackburn deal. So I have to sign with them. All I did was give my agent's number, talk to my agent. That's it. They never got back to me. So it looks like, for what you are telling me today, made me understand that, okay, then he had problem with me. So when you look at it, he's not thinking about the nation. He's not thinking about what he can do with the squad that he has. He's thinking about what he can achieve.
If you've just joined us, we are still speaking to Laryea Kingston, a former Black Stars player, a former Hearts of Oak player, a former Hearts, I mean the Hearts in Scotland, not the Hearts you know, player. And he's a man who also played for Hearts of Oak Rivals, played for Olympics. That's where his career actually began. He's been sharing with us his story, how he got to the football space, how he started out as a boxer. Now we're talking about his national team career, where he wanted to play the World Cup, something that never happened. Like you mentioned something that is quite interesting, that you did admit that when you were told that you were not going to the World Cup 2010, you banged the door on the people who invited you to the meeting. But one thing too that others have also argued was that, just like you personally mentioned, you knew you were aging and 2010 World Cup was supposed to be like, how should I put it, your swan song to the national team. There are others who have also said that Milo did something when the team was camping in France. he decided to play the younger players against the senior players so that he could select his team. And that probably also influenced his decision on who to go to the World Cup and who not to go. And not your position that because he wanted you to sign for his agent, that's why he didn't take you to the tournament.
Yeah, I quite remember the training camp that we went.
Yes.
We did not even train. All we did is advert for Puma, left, right, center. The only time that we went on the football pitch proper for us to have football boots to go and train is when we got there, after warm-up, then he divided the team into two. And it showed clearly that you can see the younger players on one side and the older players on one side. Yes. But you cannot stand on that one training game.
But the younger players beat the senior players. I hear was it 4-1 or 5-1?
Yeah, but it's in training. It can happen to be like most of the senior players. We go into the World Cup, it's training. You have to be careful. Take it easy. You cannot stand on one game to pick your final 23. No, he's already made his mind already. It should be. I'm a technical person. I should be very transparent enough for Ghanaians. If I'm being picked as a national coach, I'll be very transparent to Ghanaians that, and I will justify each and every, explain why this player is there, this player is not there. I will not hide behind anything. With him, I think he has something more than,
on a hindsight,
more than using that one training game to make the 23-man squad.
On a hindsight, Laryea, do you think you should have reported this incident to the management of the FA that Milo wants you to sign for his agency and you are refusing to do it? On a hindsight, do you think you should have reported?
For me, I believe that time I should be more professional to keep it on for myself and then for Milo himself. You understand me? I don't want...
No, but as someone who has the interest of the nation at heart, you cannot allow someone, a Serbian to be that, for that matter, who was being paid with the taxpayers' money,
but that moment,
doing business with the national team at the expense of the state. So as someone who had the interest of the state at heart, you should have told the leadership of the FA, this is what your coach is doing.
I quite remember before leaving the room, if the management will recollect, before I banged the door, the only thing I said to Milo is, he should finish his business and then get out of my country.
You told Milo to finish his business and get out of his
country.
Out
of my country. So that time, I said
it. You shouldn't have waited for him to finish his business.
But that time, he's the boss. He's decided he's taking me out of the team already. So when I was leaving, if the management will testify, this is the right words I said to him. Finish doing your business and go away from my country. That's what I said to him. That's the exact words I said to me. And then went and then banged the door. I was fuming that time because it was very difficult for me. It was very tough for me. And me, I'm very honest. I say it as it is. I was very honest. I showed everybody around the team that no, I was really hurt.
Do you sometimes feel that you were never destined to play at the World Cup?
Now I will say yes, because my career is over. But I still believe I can be there. As different positions.
Maybe as a coach or something?
Yes, of course. So far as I'm in the game, I've not given up. I have to enjoy that thing. I have to feel it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that coaching. We'll get to that coaching.